Hey, what's going on, everybody? James here, your ABX audio file. Today we are going to talk about another GaN FET amplifier from Orchard Audio. If you have not watched any of my other reviews on all the Orchard Audio products, make sure you get over there and check it out. Some really good content, some really good product. Leo over at Orchard Audio is really kind of pushing the envelope of modern Class D, kind of in the audiophile space. And if you have been thinking about getting into Class D amplification, man, the time is now. There are a lot of good options on the market. The ones that we've really kind of fallen in love with is the Orchard Audio stuff. We think that he just does, some of the best take on Class D amplification, some of the highest performance, highest quality sound. If you're talking about kind of straight wire with gain, which is kind of like, an audiophile's dream, like, hey, I don't need a bunch of crayons and coloration into my sound and my system. I've got my DACs, I've got my streamers, I've got my speakers, I've got my room, I've got everything. I like the sound of, Qobuz or Roon or Tidal or whatever the thing may be. Maybe you've got physical media, whatever it is. You've already got your flavor. I just want amplification that's going to give me the best performance possible. Orchard Audio has to be on your short list. And today we're going to check out Orchard Audio's new GaN FET mono blocks. The ultra premium monos. They just came out. We got them in for review. They're 500 watts, I believe, into 4 ohms, 250 watts into 8. They're about $5,000 a pair. They are on sale right now. I think on his website you can get them a little bit cheaper, so go check it out. All the specifications and stuff are there. If you don't know what the GaN FET amplifiers do, basically it's just a fast way to kind of switch current and stuff like that. It just makes for, ultra low distortion, ultra quick amplifier. When you plug these things in, man, the sound is quick, the transients, the dynamics, I mean, everything is fast. One of the things that you're going to realize when you kind of mess around with Orchard Audio stuff, plug it into your system, you're going to say, whoa. This thing just like got turbocharged. The speed, the dynamics, the way the bass reacts, the mid-range, the way things stop and start, and how things like transition from, low frequency to high frequency. And it's what we refer to in our Discord as a Ginsu knife of audio. So let's take a look at the new mono blocks. We'll talk about some of the benefits, some of the other products, and how kind of they compare. We'll get into the sound a little bit, which really isn't a lot to say there because, like I said, you're kind of just getting into this straight wire with gain space where you're just ultra performance and just kind of getting out of the way of all your other gear, which is a really cool thing to experience if you haven't. So let's take a look at these things and we'll get back and talk about it a smidge. We'll get you guys out of here before beer 30. I promise. Quick review. Let's take a look. All right, so let's take a look at this guy. Look at the beautiful case work in this thing. Absolutely minimalist design, but really nice attention to detail here. You can see the engraved Orchard Audio logo with the cool little tree. If you look close enough, you can see the OA in the tree, and there's actually some fruit. Star Crimson is actually a pear, if you guys did not know that. And Leo's kind of into that stuff, so it's super cool. But really, really nice deep grain into the aluminum case and chassis. Really nice build and design here. Looking at the back panel, you can see we've got the XLR inputs. There are no single-ended connections with Leo's amplifiers. but you can get his XLR to single-ended converter. He's got a converter that you can buy if it's kind of a, a necessity for you. And then look at these binding posts. Holy crap, man! Those things are like $300 a piece, and they are some of the sexiest and best filling binding posts that I've ever seen. Just absolutely fantastic if you watch some of that video. Moving across this guy, looking at the back panel, we can see this domino on-off power switch, standard 3-prong plug-in. Look at this back panel. I mean, the nice little folded tabs where he's got it screwed into the top chassis. Beautiful recessed screws here. I mean, this is a minimalist but beautiful piece if I ever saw one. Here's another kind of tighter look at these binding posts. When you actually work with these things, man, I don't know, us audiophiles kind of get into this crazy stuff, but when you actually work with these binding posts, they just feel so good. I know it sounds totally freaking weird. Again, just kind of we see the venting there. All of this stuff is made in America. This is USA. Leo's a one-man company. He builds all of this stuff himself. You've got the toggle switch again there. This domino toggle switch was just super, super cool, man. The whole thing just kind of vibes and oozes quality and craftsmanship. And when you listen to the sound, you're really going to hit that too. Okay, here's where we had it in the system. And we auditioned this thing with a lot of gear. This is one of kind of the benefits of these mono blocks is you can get them away from your rack. You can get them close to your speaker. You're going to be running fully balanced XLR cables out to the mono blocks, eliminating the drop in, basically performance of your speaker cables. Leo talks a lot about this moving into this space. About how, if you don't have the proper gauge speaker wire, you could have 1,000 dampening factor on your amplifiers. But if you're running 13 gauge speaker wire, 6 to 8 feet to your speakers, you're losing all that dampening capability and control of the speakers, dropping it from like 1,000 to like 100. Dampening factor or something like that. Or in the case of these amplifiers, 500 watt dampening factor or 500 dampening factor, not watts. You're going to be getting, 40, 50 actual dampening factor that the speakers are going to be seeing. So the nice thing about this is you can run XLR, so you're eliminating noise. You are actually reducing the length of the speaker cable, so you're getting better performance overall. Yeah, it's just a really good kind of model. If you're looking into that purist kind of, really eking out those last bits of performance that you're going to be looking for. Here is the actual, you can see it next to the Dynaudio Evoke 50s. These are the custom Orchard Audio speaker cables. Basically, Leo will hook you up with whatever length you need, wherever you kind of decide you're going to place your mono blocks in your system. The closer you can get these to the speakers, obviously the more performance you're going to see transferred from your amplifier to your speaker, the less noise you're going to see. Really, when you step kind of into this space and some of this Class D Orchard Audio stuff that Leo's got, you're really trying to get the biggest bang for buck here. And really just an all-out assault on noise reduction. So here you can see we've got the XLR. We are running some Mogami, I think 2549s, and they are just a really, really nice XLR cable. So we're kind of eliminating that noise, getting the best performance that we can to the power amplifiers. And then also those beautiful binding posts running Leo's custom cables, and those ends. I mean, those ends on those cables are not cheap. Nothing is cheap in this amplifier. It is all absolutely bang for buck. Here's an ultra close look of these ends and the binding posts. Just absolutely beautiful, man. Like I said, if you're just looking to eke out that last little bit of performance out of your system, this is a really, really cool way to go. So that's kind of an overall close-up view of the chassis. Let's jump back in and we'll kind of wrap up sound thoughts and get you guys out of here. All right, so like I said, you know, we gave you a good run through, some videos, we went through the front, the back, the top, the sides, the features, everything like that. Absolutely stunner of an amplifier. You know, if you don't take my word for it, at least jump in the Discord. We've got these amplifiers, all of Leo's Orchard Audio stuff traveling the country. We've had a bunch of our community members. I actually sent my Duo, my Star Crimson Duo, it's on a tour right now going around to our membership. In our Discord. I know Leo is doing a tour for his DMC 2.0, which is basically the same exact amplifier, just in a single chassis, single case. If you want to hear more about that, make sure you go check out Old Guy Hi-Fi, our buddy Ed over at Old Guy Hi-Fi. I will put the link to his review he just did on the DMC 2.0 from Orchard Audio. And he basically said in his video review, a guy that's been in the industry for 40 years, he said, I'd be hard-pressed to find an amplifier for 20 grand that does what the Ultra Premium does. And he had like I said, he just had the one that was in the single box. So if you go to Leo's website, he's going to have a bunch of different amplifiers. He's got some, you know, kind of frequently asked questions sections where it kind of lists the tiers of the amplifiers. The one that I actually own is the Star Crimson Duo. I think that comes in right around $1,700, $2 grand. Then you start jumping up the line into the DMC, the premiums, the ultra premiums. You get into the mono blocks, things become a little bit more expensive. But some of the benefits we talked about, you know, limiting cable runs, reducing noise. But essentially, these new mono blocks are the premium, ultra premium amplification modules, which are in his DMC 2.0 as well, which you can get. So it's the same amp modules. The sound, the performance, and everything is going to be almost identical. The only benefit you're gaining from moving kind of to the mono blocks is, like we said, if you're looking to eke out that last little bit of performance, get those things right next to the speakers, really reducing the loss in cabling and stuff like that. You're going to kind of want to look at these mono blocks. If that's not something you're interested in, you know, take a look at his DMC 2.0. Kelly runs that as his reference amplifier in his system. Absolutely phenomenal. If all of this is outside of your budget, take a look at the Duo and Trio. He's got a 2-channel, a 3-channel version. That's the one that I purchased, a couple grand. Fantastic. You're not going to get as much wattage. You're not going to get as much performance kind of out of that. But the sound quality and kind of the performance, you know, that straight wire with gain philosophy runs throughout all of his products. So you're going to get some consistency, you know, kind of when you get in bed with and start kind of working with Orchard Audio's amplification. So anyway, don't take my word for it. Jump in the Discord. Go check out Ed's review. There's a ton of reviews right now on these mono blocks and his amplifiers. Ultra performance, super tight bass, absolutely punchy, controlled, defined, textured, mid-ranges, natural, real. I mean, we're not putting any coloration into anything. You know, the high end is not forward and aggressive. It's smooth, it's sweet, but it's detailed, resolving, and focused. You know, it just doesn't do anything but performance. So if you've watched any of my other reviews about the Orchard Audio stuff, I am kind of getting in a repetitive mode because that's really what you're getting across the board with Orchard Audio gear. So anyway, I hope you guys appreciate this video and the rundown. I tried to keep my time on camera and your eyes on the gear a little more this time. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Whether you like to see me up here chitty-chatting more, or you like kind of a more narrated kind of view at this stuff. If you did not know, I'm James, your ABX audiophile. We are the world's only 100% nonprofit reviewers. 100% of our proceeds go directly to youth musical programs that focus on mentorship through musical creation. Over $8,500 raised and donated in the last couple years. Make sure you guys get to Pacific Audio Fest and check us out in Seattle, Washington. I believe it's the first or second week of September. I'll put the link to the show. We are going to have our own room featuring all of the Dolce Audio open baffles and tube amplifiers and stuff. We're going to have ETA Audio there, our buddy Tom and them guys. They're going to have some stuff there helping us out. And if you want to meet Terry, Kelly, or I in person, make sure you get there and check us out. We're also going to have our buddy Andrew from AfAudio who makes all of our cables. It's the only cable I run. Absolutely fantastic sounding and performing cables. Yes, cables matter. You can unsubscribe now if that doesn't hit you, properly. If that offends you, you can unsubscribe. But thank you all for watching. Appreciate you being here. And you have a fantastic day. Stay out of the heat. Stay hydrated. Have fun. Listen to music. Less rules. More fun. Check y'all later.